Hello, welcome to this interesting lesson. We are going to be looking at conversion of units. My name is Opak Mark, and I'm going to be taking you through this. Please enjoy this lesson about conversion of units. And I remind you, please don't forget to subscribe and to this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and to this channel, and also please share, like and share this video and to your friends so that they all enjoy like you. Yeah, let us go straight to the point. We're looking at conversion of linear units. That's what you're going to begin with, looking at the conversion of linear units. When you talk of linear units, this includes millimeters, centimeters, decimeters. They are actually units for measuring length. They are units for measuring length, and they include millimeters, centimeters, decimeters, meters, decameters, and hectometers, including kilometers. Yeah, now just to see something small here, we know that 1 centimeter is equivalent to 10 millimeters. And also we know that 1 decameter, 1 decimeter is equal to 10 centimeters. And you also know that 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter, and 1 decameter is equal to 10 meters. We know that 1 hectometer is equal to 10 decimeter, and 1 kilometer is equal to 1 hectometer. Now, you may not be familiar with this. But we are going to see how can we know the equivalence of these different units. Now, to come up with that, we can use this simple table. We can come up with a simple table or a simple illustration to see how we can compare these units, So first of all, these are the units for length. We have the millimeters, the centimeters, the decimeters, the meters, the decameters, the hectometers, and the kilometers. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to put here 1 below the kilometers. So that is 1 kilometer. So it implies that 1 kilometer is going to be equivalent to 10 hectometers. So you put here 1, below 1 you put 0, and then here you put 1. Now next, here we're going to put 0, 0, 1. That means that 1 kilometer is equivalent to 100 decameter. Is equivalent to 100 decameter. Let me get this. So this implies that 1 kilometer is equal to 100 decameter. And then we are going to put zeros here and then 1 below m. That implies that 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters. Then also we're going to put zeros here and then 1 below decimeter. That implies that 1 kilometer is equivalent to 10,000 decimeters. 10,000 decimeters. And then we're also going to put zeros here and then 1 below centimeter. And then we shall have, that is 1 kilometer is equivalent to 100,000 centimeters. And then lastly, we shall put zeros throughout, and then where millimeters are, we shall put 1. So we shall have that, which implies that 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1 million millimeters. So that is a simple way how you can come up with a table. Now, this table can help you to get an equivalence here. For example, I can say 1 hectometer is equivalent to 10 decameter. 1 hectometer is equivalent to 100 meters. And I can say 1 meter is equivalent to 10 decimeter. And I can also say that 1 meter is equivalent to 1,000 millimeters. And 1 decimeter 1 decimeter, let me use this, 1 decimeter is equivalent to 100 millimeters. 1 decimeter is equivalent to 10 centimeters. I think that is good for you. Yeah, so you can use this, you can come up with this just like we have done it, and this can help you to get a comparison between these units. Yeah, you can get a comparison between these units. Now let us continue and we see some examples. Now example, here we have this question. Convert the following measurements into units, into the units indicated in the brackets. So we have here 5.25 millimeters. We want to convert it to centimeters. So these are 5.25 meters. We are converting it to centimeters. And then we have 0.656 kilometers. We are converting to meters. And then 378.5 decameter, we are converting to decimeter. Now, from already the experience we have in conversion of one unit to another, that's 1 centimeter, we know that one meter is equal to 100 centimeters and etc. We can use this to convert that. So first of all, we know that this is also the second part of the question. We shall do this also later on. But let us first look at this. That is part A. Let us first look at this. And we see we are converting the first one, part A here, Roman 1. Now we have 5.25 millimeters. We are converting it to meters. Sorry, 5.25 meters. We are converting it to centimeters. So now we know that from what you have already seen, we have seen that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Now we have here 5.25 meters. So if 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters, what about 5.25 meters? So it means we shall have 5.25 meters is going to be 5.25 times 100 centimeters. So that will be 5.25 times 100 centimeters, which will give us 525 centimeters. Let's look at the next one. We have 0.656 kilometers to meters. Now we know that 1 kilometer from our table, you can, if you don't know it, you can always draw that table and it will guide you. You know that 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters, which implies that if I have 0.656 kilometers, we shall have 0.656 times 1,000. So you just simply multiply, because we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000. What about 0.625 kilometers? It's going to be 0.625 times 1,000. So that will give you 625 meters. Let's look at the next. That is 378.5 decameter to decimeter. Now we know that 1 decameter is equivalent to 100 decimeters. So it implies that 378.5 decameters is going to be equivalent to 378.5 times 100. If 1 is 100, then this will be this, that is 378.5 will be 375 and 78.5 times 100, which will give us 37,850 decimeter. So that is how you can convert those units. Let's look at the second part, that is part B. Now here we are converting 5 millimeters, that is 25 millimeters, to meters. Now you realize that we are converting a smaller unit to a bigger unit. Now these are millimeters when we are converting to meters. But remember, according to our table which we drew, the relationship was more of from a big unit to a small unit. Like 1 kilometer is equivalent to 1,000 meters. So a bigger unit to a smaller unit. So it means that in this same case, we have to get the equivalence of a smaller unit compared to the bigger unit. Now, first of all, we need to know, at least we know that 1 meter is equivalent to 1,000 millimeters. We know that 1 meter is equivalent to 1,000 millimeters. So now we are going, if we change this, I can also say that 1,000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter. It's just same as saying 1,000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter. Now, if 1,000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter, what about 1 millimeter? 1 millimeter is going to be equivalent to 1 divided by, because this is 1,000 millimeters is equal to 1 meter. So if I want 1 millimeter, it's going to be 1 divided by 1,000 meters. So that's how. So now I have now the relationship between this smaller unit and the bigger unit. So I know that 1 millimeter is equivalent to 1 over 1,000 meters. Now, after having this, it's now easier for me to convert this, because at least I've now known that 1 millimeter is equivalent to 1 over 1,000 meters. So now what about the 25? So if it is for 25, I'll simply multiply 25 times that, which is going to be, when we multiply that, we are going to have 1 over 1,000 times 25, and that will give you 25 divided by 1,000. And that, if you divide 25 divided by 1,000, that will give you 0.025 meters. So that's how you can convert that unit to meters. Now let us see the second part. Now 50 centimeters to meters. Now still we are converting a small unit to a big unit. So first of all, we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Now, after knowing that, it means that I can also say that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter. Now, I need to make this unit. I need to make this unit. So this is 100. What about 1 centimeters? So 1 centimeters is going to be 1 divided by 100. 1 centimeter is going to be 1 divided by 100 meters. You'll notice that I'm trying to make it 1 centimeter this side, so that I can just multiply by this to get the meters. So that's why it is easier for me to multiply 1 by the 50. Yeah, so that's why I'm first of all getting 1 this side. Because simply, because if I would use 100, and I know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, now getting 50 centimeters may be quite challenging at that point. Of course, we could do the other methods of cross multiplying, which I don't want to go into. I feel this one is a better method, but of course you can cross multiply. I can say maybe 50 centimeters is equal to x, then I cross multiply. That can work very well. Probably that's what you've been doing with your teachers. But I found this when I was still a student quite simple for me, and I feel it is simple. Now that if I know that 100 centimeters is equal to 1 meter, and I know that so if I want 1, then I just simply get this 1 here, divide by that. So 1 centimeter is equal to 1 over 100 meters. Now, when I get 1 centimeter is equal to 1 over 100 meters, then the 50 is going to be 1 over 100 times 50. Times 50. And that will give me 50 divided by 100, which is the same as 0.5 meters. I find that very nice. Now let us look at the third part. That is 45.6 decimeter to meters. Now we know that this is a smaller unit, and you're converting it to a bigger unit. So first of all, I need to get the equivalence of this bigger unit to the smaller unit. We know that 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter. If you use your table, that will be very clear. So it means that we can interchange this. I can interchange this, and I say 10 decimeter is equal to 1 meter. So it means that If 10 decimeter is equal to 1 meter, what about 1 decimeter? 1 decimeter is going to be 1 divided by 10. 1 decimeter is going to be 1 divided by 10 meters. So after making this 1, and I have 45.6 decimeter, it means that 45.6 decimeters is going to be 1 over 10 times 45.6 decimeters. And when we multiply that, we shall have 45.6 divided by 10, which will give us 4.56 meters. Yeah, so that's how we can convert linear units. Thank you so much for your attention. If you have any queries, any questions, you can just contact me on mark.opak@yahoo.com. mark.opak@yahoo.com. Then I can answer your queries. Have a good day. See you in the next lesson.